Yo, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Eazy E clicking himself with the Southside Crips against Suge Knight and Deathrow back in the 90s. Let's break it down. Here's a story you guys don't know. Eazy E had a confrontation with Suge Knight. It was at an award show. Bone Thugs and Harmony was in attendance. I believe it was in 94. The East and the West rivalry really getting hot. But Suge Knight and Deathrow were up and coming. They were smashing records with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, DPG, Daz, and Corrupt. Now it looked like Ruthless Records' time was up. They were the old class, the old heads. Eazy E was the owner, but joining up with Jerry Hella made him break up with original members as Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, MC Ren. There was a new death row, mainly of Crips such as BG Knockout, Gangsta Dresta, and other members. Eazy E will never be the same, but let's talk about him clicking up with Southside Crips and Keefe. You guys gotta go watch that Vlad TV interview with Keefe. He talks about Eazy E, how they grew up together around the same age, both from the same neighborhoods, the Southside of Compton, folks. Eazy E invaded the music industry. Keefe invaded the streets. Both were friends. Both were actually aligned and clicked up. Alongside with Atlantic Drive, Santana Block, and others. This was Southeast Compton, where they're going head to head against the original Bloods, the Pyrus. Suge Knight was an MOB member. He was good with Eazy E. He actually used to be a security guard back in the day before Eazy E hired the big Samoan Bloods. It was actually Suge Knight. This is very shocking, but yes, it's true. Suge Knight, Eazy E were good friends. Suge Knight had a business relationship with Eazy E. Eric Wright also was getting paid from Ruthless Records. Suge Knight getting paid from Ruthless Records, yes, it's true. And so was Tupac when he was forming the Black Life Mafia. You could see what money be. Eazy E and Dr. Dre are in the video. There's other members of Ruthless Records waiting for Tupac to be the next protege of the next generation, as he was 5 to 6 years younger. Eazy E and Keefe were good friends. They were aligned. They were going against the massive up-and-coming, blood-oriented record label of Suge Knight and Deathrow Records. This was a war for the ages. This was a battle that we couldn't ever forget. Eazy E clashing with Suge Knight. We all know Suge Knight is physically imposing. He's a monster of a man. He definitely has the muscle over Eazy E, but Eazy E said, "People my height don't fight." Eazy E was really quick with his hands. There's also rumors he's knocked out a heavyweight before. Eazy was really stocky. You could see a video of him wrestling Bone Thugs and Harmony playfully. But trust me, if Eazy wanted to get down, he could throw a hand that even Suge Knight couldn't catch. Suge Knight, Deathrow Records were up and coming. The Bloods are making their way through Compton now. The Crips are falling off. There were no leaders like Tookie Williams. Stanley Williams was locked up. A-Tray members, Raymond Washington, were long and gone. Rest in peace. The Crips are falling off. They were going against the Bloods. Bloods had size. They were massive men. Did you see Suge Knight's crew? Everybody was a heavyweight. Buntry, Big Rock, Jake, Mob James. Everybody was huge. So you can imagine how the Crips felt. Back in the days, the Crips were into bodybuilding. That was the West Side Crips, the Rolling 60s. But now the Crips are skinnier, they were smaller, and they were breaking up in sets, having fights between each other, civil wars. The Bloods are making their way in. Tupac loved the style of MOB stomping people out. Eazy E against Suge Knight. Keefe was backing up Eazy E. It was a Crip alliance with Atlantic Drive, Santana Block, Kelly Park Crips. Everybody was aligned. They were smaller sets. Eazy E was in the music industry. Keefe was in the streets. Yes, they were friends. They grew up together. Watched the interview. Keefe talks about eating hot dogs, chilling at Eazy's house, listening to his music around mid-80s. Eazy E was in Kelly Park Compton Crips in his earlier years. A lot of people didn't know that. He did put in work, but he eventually left and became a hustler who just wore black. Started up his own group, NWA, which would be historically in the books forever. Now the Bloods were mobbing through. Keefe and Eazy on the same page at the same time, at the same place at the same time. Can you imagine what Suge would have felt? Everybody was friends. It was all love until the money got in the way. This wasn't just banging in Compton for fun, like Mob James was doing, the triple OG. This was some business, music stuff. Keefe was putting a hand in the music industry. Orlando Anderson he was in a video with a bunch of Crips in 1994. They're working on Bad Boy Records, gave P. Diddy a car to borrow for video shoots. They're backing Bad Boy up, but before it was Suge Knight picking up P. Diddy from the airport, picking up from LAX, transporting him with safety, but eventually they would become competition, and we don't know, he just started paying the Crips. The protection was there now, but these Crips were also friends with Suge and the Bloods. There was no tension. Eazy E passed away in March of 95. There was tension between him and Suge. There was rumors of Eazy E getting hurt, which I don't believe happened. Eazy E saw Suge Knight in 1994 at an award show later on. Bone Thugs were there. DPG was there. There was a little bit of friction. Eazy E was called on by Suge Knight to have a conversation. Eazy E didn't want to go alone. He didn't trust Suge, especially with the size of men he had around him, aka Mob James. Eazy E didn't call Keefe for help. It didn't have to reach that far. Keefe said we would have helped if Eazy E did get touched. The Southside Crips are not working with Ruthless Records. Eazy E was paying other Crips. He had beef with Tweety Bird Loke, who was the OG of Kelly Park Compton Crip. They called Eazy E a sellout who lived in the hills. But in this video, Real G's, there's a bunch of Southsides in here. This is incredible. We never saw Southsides with Eazy after again. But this video, we saw everybody. Not just Kelly Park and Atlantic Drive in Santana and other Crips that's from the East, Southside. Right behind Eazy E is a made man. We're holding up Southside Crips. This is incredible. This is the same group, Orlando Anderson, who had rumors of Tupac, that fight in Orlando Anderson had in Vegas, which went down. We know BG Knockout and Big Brother Dre Stuff aligned. This is crazy. Southside versus Deathrow and the Bloods. You could see them rocking S hats, Seattle Mariners, and NY, New York hats. They're actually one of the most disliked groups in LA. They are very powerful, and Eazy E was aligned with them. He also had Blood Samoan security guards. He was friends with Bloods and Crips, it didn't matter, but he knew where his roots stood. Against Suge Knight, he needed the best of them. There was no Stanley Tookie Williams this time. There was no Raymond Washington. Just Keefe and Eazy E, the modern day new generation. Born in the mid-60s, folks. Suge Knight, a big, powerful force. Bloods were up and coming. They put it down, but it was really going down, guys. Deathrow even had Crips to help him up. Long Beach Crips. You could see Southside screaming in the video. We're holding it down for Compton. A lot of signs being thrown. Eazy E looking like a G with the Oakland Raiders hat. This was a war that ended too quick when Eazy E passed away in March of 95. Everybody stopped right there. The drama stopped. DPG stopped dissing Bone Thugs. They're all friends to this day. It was rivalry. It was tension. There was problems in the neighborhood, you could say. Mob Pyru versus Southside Crips. History repeated itself in 96 with Tupac. Imagine if Eazy E was alive. Ruthless Records were still kicking. Jerry Hella versus David Kenner in a one-on-one fight. There was actually supposed to be a scheduled boxing match. Suge Knight and P. Diddy having a 2-on-2 boxing match for charity. Suge Knight and Pac, P. Diddy and Biggie. It was Pac and Suge's idea, but it never flourished. We all know what the result would have been. It would have been West Side all night. But Bad Boy did hold their own with security guards like Wolf and other OGs like Gene Deal. Eazy E and the Southside Crips versus MOB. Whose side are you guys on? Are you guys with the Bloods? Are you guys with the Crips? Are you guys neutral? Leave a comment down below. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel. Also share with your friends for more hip-hop rare stories. Have a great day, and like Eazy E said, it's easier said than done. Peace. Rest in peace, Eazy E, Eric Wright, at the age of 31, 1964 to 1995. You will be missed in hip-hop and Compton history. Thank you.